Parthesia's moonlight is so beautiful. And the River of Souls... No, now's not the time to feel down. By the way, it was Miss Huh? I don't know. Hey, what's that on the ground? Careful, careful. It's a piece of black cloth. Now, where have I seen this before? What? Mimi! Look out! Wait! We both know what this... Let's try our best to deal with them for now, and we'll slip into the past with time's power as soon as we can.
The river of is full of fish, big and delicious.
What?
The Flynn chase journey. Yeah.
Meow? We already knew about the mad...
Don't run! Come on, don't be upset. I'm just giving you a kind reminder that Emphorius isn't safe at all. The whole place is full of dangers, including that Swordmaster. Make sure... Really? But just a minute ago, that gray hair of yours was all standing up. You were so scared.
So, was that a Flame Reaver disguise? Or a magic trick? It looked so real.
Disguise? No. It's not as simple as that. Let me think about how to explain this. For example, what did you think when you realized that...
We thought that maybe the flame...
That's right. And then you heard some footsteps. What did you think when that happened?
Well, we thought it might...
Yep, exactly. I just used some hints and lies. Are what...
Power to make lies into reality? That's got all my hair standing up.
The seamstress... Besides, we still need... Oh, was that... Aren't you a popular one? But I got to you first, so help me with the treasures, and then I'll... Curiosity killed the cat, you know. Do you think I'll spend it all? That's so not why I hunt for treasures. Don't forget, I'm a demigod too. And there's a line reserved for me in that stupid prophecy as well. You shall walk with greed and die over petty... But I don't believe in that. As long as I keep collecting treasures, then I won't need to care about petty change. And as long as I keep going down... That was a long speech. I'm getting thirsty at this rate. The treasures of Styxia aren't gonna float up on their own. Come on, Gray Mystery.
So, this is the car of the Astral Express you've spoken of. My Archimans hold wisdom and knowledge in high esteem. If the citizens knew of your origin, it's been quite some time since you first arrived. Don't be too hard on yourself, my lord. This... Exactly. Of the 12 Titans of the weather itself reflects their mood. Tranquil sunshine, mournful rain. Aquila's breath. The sky above affects every citizen. It's clear that Lady Aglaïs... Anti-Catherians have no home to return to, so I understand. I used anti-Catherian technology, or scanning, as you might call it, to assess this car. Of course, that's only... You honor me with your trust. Not exactly, but we Anti-Catherians are inherently sensitive to machinery. Carefully endowed our kind with a... If you give me some time, I might be able to fully restore this damaged car to its former glory. Then you and your esteemed companion could set off on your return journey sooner. Hypothetically, Lord Darnham, if I could open up a path out of Amphorius that circumvents Aquila's divine punishment, would you consider ceasing your support for the... It's best if you don't delve too deeply into that question, my lord. All you need to know is, I can make it happen. The crucial point is, if you and your companion are unwilling to halt your support for the Chrysos heir. Your prudence in... Please don't misunderstand, Lord Darnham. As the Theoros, I have no allegiance to their plans, nor am I obliged to obstruct them. Out of respect for you, I hope to offer a peaceful solution to ensure the I will not. Are you asking this because you plan to refuse my offer? So I see.
You have such Answer me! Why do you...
Oh no! He can't drag him back here, friend! Are you...
I'm okay. I can handle that kind of hit now. Thanks for worrying, but thanks for the help.
Even so, it's impressive you thought of this training method. Battling the phantoms of the past in the River of Time? It's just like the hyperbolic time sanctum that the bards...
But combat isn't just about strength and skill. Don't worry. I asked him to make a suitable divine weapon for me.
Oh, Cartonis is part of this fleet. But lately, you...
That's quite the sudden shift.
I've been holding this question in for a long time.
Don't worry. I'm not wielding my sword for revenge. He's been through Nikador's trial and understands. Those who can't walk out of the shadows of their past are... Times have changed. I'm far. Every time I say something, things get so serious. I'm out of energy for training today. How about we go to the Library of Philia to lighten the mood?
Sure. That's what I've been like today. I'm definitely going to... A girl's little secret. Don't pry.
That's the charm of this place. You can find whatever you're into here. The three of us might not be into...
Here we are! Where was that slate last time? Was it here? Or maybe over here? I'm out to have some fun! It's free time!
Let's take a closer look.
Month of cultivation. Oh, but then again... Well, no more jokes. There's...
Something's odd about Mem. What are they flipping through?
Oh, these cards are ruler. But you must...
So suspicious. Not like their usual self.
Well, I thought I felt a draft just now. Peeking is... in front of you all. That would be... Here, look, I'm reading this. You didn't know? After all this time, I've spent a lot of time pondering how Aglaya became such an effective leader. That's the perk of growing up in a big city, isn't it? Oops, I talked too much.
You sure are persistent.
What are you guys chatting about?
Why are you...
Sorry, seeing you two chasing each other around. I suddenly found my book not that... Never thought Mem would be...
I wanted to set up but getting caught halfway through. It's only natural I'd feel shy.
A surprise!
And you must be pretty.
No, I know nothing about it. If the good omens foretold by divination were true, my home. Don't forget, we've got.
To me, divination, they always. That's why people turn to divination. After all,
Strange. Maybe it was her tone. Right, I still care.
oh wow! Oh, now that.
Speaking of which, partner, there's something I haven't. Who's there? You are.
These folks are up to no good.
Black clothing. Masks. Are they cleaners?
To directly call us by our name, it seems you, Lord Finan. Your friend seems quite interested in us. We can't let our esteemed guests pass away.
During the Chrysos War, to combat the Chrysos heirs, several cities. Their task was to erase anyone with golden blood from existence.
This historical perspective seems biased. Could you disclose the name of the author behind this popular legend, Lord Finan?
You should have stayed buried in the dust of history. The Citizens' Assembly has once again lit. Not one citizen would.
What does it matter? We've long. People have become too accustomed to peace. And they forgot.
Complete nonsense. Did you really try?
You've probably figured out.
Keep your cool, partner. They've come out of the shadows. All right. Let's hear it. What are you? My shoulders might be sore, and my sword a tad dull. What?
How's it going, Cindy? It's a bit small.
Thank you, Lady Treeby. Like it here too. Lady Treeby makes a good.
Right. No, with Celiosi, they're after. Finally, those two. The historical record.
Oh, I forgot. For Lady Treeby, history is more. Little Ika loves listening. That day will come. I believe. Lord Crediros?
Miss Hyacinth and Lady Treeby. Good to...
Doing all right.
There's been another violent incident at the market.
How can this be? I always.
That was true in the past. But these days, forgive my blunt.
Aggie.
In my opinion, malevolent forces have noticed the slack.
The Citizens' Assembly just wrapped up.
The Chrysos heirs won by only one vote, Lady Treeby. From my...
Trouble. Miss Hyacinth. Clementine. Please. Something terrible is.
What is it, Doctor? Calm yourself.
Lady Aglaya. It's Lady Aglaya who's in trouble.
I still remember. This bath, its purpose was to commemorate the rules were set then. No one was allowed to enter, apart from guests invited by the Goldweaver. But, I guess, you're no longer pretending to follow the rules, are you, Lady Kyness?
Aglaya, you ageless witch, hiding behind a divine facade to deceive mortals.
Kind? There's no need to use such a word to cover up your incompetence. Anaxagoras humiliated all of you before the citizens. If you still had any shred of shame...
Demigod, why not gaze into the water's reflection and see the wretched face you wear now? These days you're not only blind, but also deaf. The cleaners were born for this moment. When all...
If you're in such a hurry.
Going toe-to-toe with a demigod? We're not that foolish. The dagger isn't at your throat, but...
Your gravest accusation is that my humanity is fading. And you claim if that accusation holds, what makes you think the lives of these civilians will sway me?
Fine. I'll gladly use a few more words to shatter. Like I said, you're not only blind, but deaf too. Late, you failed to notice the thefts we arranged in the market, nor did you catch wind of the meetings happening in humanity. Fading? Aglaya, why not use your precious golden thread to peer into my...
In this moment, I only regret not being more ruthless. Because
You finally figured it out. You have grown dumb.
I want you to have this knucklebone talisman, Big Sis.
That girl who can't speak or hear. What if she acts... You know better than anyone what it feels like to lose your sight. Imagine if 1,000 years ago you, already blind, had also lost your voice and hearing in your youth. Would you still have become... Look at those broken, pleading eyes. How disappointing. If this plan fails, we still have dozens of...
I thought I could buy some more time. In these 1,000 years, I've witnessed the fall of 10 titans. From my naive arrogance at the beginning to... Now, it's time to let go. I should be grateful. Grateful that I've reached this moment. To let my departure become a path for others to follow. Have I done enough? If I embrace that prophecy now, and sink into the warmth of these waters, will the wandering wind stop to mourn me? Cyphra?
Seamstress! I've come as promised. Look at this box full of gold and silver.
Little thief! What have you brought? Let me...
Here,
Take... such exquisite...
wait. You've seen one before.
It's just an old memory. My family estate all burned to ashes.
Wow, a daughter rebuilt.
Mind your manner, tell me, Cyphra.
I won them. Speak up, seamstress. Give me a straight answer. Do you want these or not?
Strange. You're clearly lying to my face, but my golden thread doesn't...
That's because I'm not lying. I've been telling the truth.
Is that so? The scars and the mud stains on your face...
Come on. Can't we just do business without all this chatter? Don't worry.
How can I trust a word you say when you're so skilled at lying?
Dealing with you rich people is such a pain. Always wasting my...
Hold on. Your treasure? I'll accept it. But these alone aren't enough to purchase the gold weaver's finest clothes. That said, I do have something...
What do you have?
Look. Come a bit closer.
Oh,
These golden boots are the Gold Weaver's greatest treasures. Though not as valuable as the most precious, legend has it that Zagreus blessed these boots. Put them on, Cyphra. And don't get caught again.
You rich folks just love sticking your noses in everything, don't you?
What's wrong?
Do you have a smaller side?
Well, I suppose you'll...
Do you have to interrupt me in the middle of my story? Fake.
Those boots definitely don't hold Zagreus' divine power. You're Amphorius' most cunning liar, and even you were fooled by Aglaia.
Watch your mouth, or I'll feed you to the... Weren't you curious how I got tangled up with that seams?
I didn't expect such a simple story. But, boss lady, there's a chance Aglaia wasn't trying to trick you.
You're defending her.
No. I just think the story's so moving, it'd be a shame to ruin it with a lie. If I could cry.
Good thing you've still got a sharp tongue, or you'd have been stuck guarding someone's front door, eh? Enough chit-chat. Let's take a look at this place. Let me take a good sniff. This air, it's filled with... Thanks to Cast Time for treasure hunting.
Well, I have a suggestion.
Listen closely. Do you hear that?
80-20 it is.
Anyway, what's with all...
Ooh, the mighty demigod of trickery.
You wouldn't understand. The people of Dolos are talented in many ways. Why don't we have a race? Long distance.
What's going...
Can't take getting wet. Now, hurry up and figure...
Don't rush me.
I'll play along. Let's see where this goes, Bartolo.
Tell me, how did you hunt for treasure when I wasn't around, boss lady?
Trying to trick me into saying something. Not a chance.
Ooh.
Was this device designed by priests of Ornyx?
Don't underestimate me, boss. Mission accomplished.
Not bad, but just a warning. If this thing fails while we're half...
Don't worry, trust me. For that sweet 20% cut of the loot,
This feels truly magical. When did you pick up this trick? We're here. Can we turn off this spotlight now? It's really blinding.
No problem. Just use the device over there to shut it.
The scent of gold coins, gems, and fine leather. It's so refreshing. Yes, right here. What are you waiting for?
Roger that. Watch me.
Wow! That's a huge chest. Move over. I want to open it myself. Wow. A massive hall. As expected for a realm of Fagusa's disciples. This entire chest is filled with ornaments made... Wow! That's made from ocean's tears. Here, take this. See if it's... That's a huge... Wow. As expected for a realm of...
Ooh, thanks for the gift. Look at the clarity of this purple crystal. It matches my skin tone perfectly. Let me try this on.
How long have we known each other? I can't believe you...
I'll believe it is true, and a lie becomes reality. What a convenient...
The demigod of trickery's divine gift. Far more practical than any... All right, enough fooling around. Here's the real thing.
Cypher rules! I've already pinpointed it. Boss lady, we're set to make a fortune this time! Got any plans on how to spend it?
Of course. Spend nothing. Have you forgotten?
Isn't that like... Here we go round the river of souls.
There's a big guy guarding. Look at its face. Oh my.
Yeah, so ugly. Ugly enough to make even me.
If that ugly brute messes up my face, even the stoic took.
Indeed, that would be heartbreaking.
So, how about.
Right. Fleeing. Huh?
Nothing major. Receive divinity. Break eternal sleep. And return! Let's try it this other. I choose you.
Who's here?
You chose the wrong enemy. Nothing major.
Mimi! Please cherish this as you wish.
Eternal sleep is nothing. And return! Trust me. We can do anything.
Mimi! Life is not so fragile. Embrace a new life.
Receive divinity. Break over.
May death protect us!
Hey, Bartola.
Here!
Look at you, all shaken up. Should be safe here now.
Aye, boss lady.
It doesn't smell like anything valuable this time. Huh.
This looks...
Probably not. At least, I'm still left for Dolos. Guess this city was... It does seem unfair, doesn't it? Just because...
Yeah, the world just... Speaking of the world-bearing titan, Cypher, didn't you tell me once you used to be an apprentice at Kefali's...
Huh. Did I?
Yeah, you...
Oh, right. I did tell you. It was honestly, I was only interested in the wallets of the old grandpas on the council back then.
Oh, I see. But you and a...
Who asked you to picture that? Besides,
Right. I didn't think about that. I was just curious if you ever overheard.
how ridiculous. Come on, let's head to... Where did this roadblock come from? Ugh, this is so annoying.
Oh dear, we're stuck here. But I have... Should we call on that big noise?
Never thought that thing would actually come in handy.
I don't need a controller. Hand of Zagreus, my darling. Let's go.
Hey, slow down. That question.
What?
You know, that question. The one you...
Forgive me, boss lady, but have you been under a lot?
Oh. Maybe you're right. I have been a little on...
Treasure!
Twinkle, twinkle in my chest, how this core flame is the best. This set...
Incredible indeed!
Do I need to give instructions here?
What?
Oh. Isn't this a golden scapegoat?
Oh, isn't
Sheep, humans.
Whatever.
Puzzles and tricks are right up my alley. Told you, nothing can stop me. Cyber, it's your turn now.
Stop! Stay there. And don't turn around.
Huh? Whoa.
I told you. Don't.
My poor old back. What are you doing?
Shh, quiet. That seamstress.
What? Boss team?
Stay put and keep quiet. Oh, whoa. Seamstress. Getting sneaky, aren't we? Did you think I wouldn't notice your little spies lurking?
As time passes, I find myself leaning more and more up with only the power of this little nymph. Naturally, I couldn't slip past your sharp eyes, Cyphera.
Even if you could fully control Bartolos's mind. You've gone to such lengths to spy on my every move. What exactly are you after? I've told you before, you don't need me to succeed. I already made an exception and got involved with Castorus and Grey Mystery. Asking for more now. Isn't that pushing your luck a bit too far?
I've plotted and schemed my... I've spent centuries trying to figure out where I went wrong, replaying every moment over and over. But you've never given me a chance to explain myself.
Don't.
1,000 years ago, out of foolishness, I let my...
Silence.
So this time, I must say this to you, even if it's all in vain. I need you, Cyphera. The Chrysos Heirs mission needs you. The finale I've delayed for far too long. It's finally here. Whatever resentment you still hold against me will fade once I'm gone. Please, come back to Akama. I'm begging you. Without you, they don't stand a chance.
I'll think about it, seamstress. But stop watching me.
Don't worry. As much as I'd love to hear your voice again, to see your face, it seems that chance will never come. Goodbye, Cyphera.
Goodbye, Aglaya.
What a shame. I thought there'd
Turns out, everything in that chest was soaked in water from the river. Of those relics were once priceless.
Aww, hearing that. Wait, why am I getting all sentimental? I haven't even processed what just happened. Oh!
If you see her, let her know this.
Could it have been?
Do you remember now? Looks like you don't need me to jog your memory. She must have slipped. Don't underestimate that bug. It's every bit as dangerous as the seamstress's golden thread. Let your guard down for even a second, and it might take over.
Whoa, that's like some brainwashing monster. Boss, how did you realize something was wrong?
Actually, it gave...
Speaking of the world-bearing titan, Cypher,
We've been partners in crime for 1,000 years. We've talked about everything there is to talk about. And as far as I know, the embodiment of trickery despises that golden thread which forces people to speak the truth. Isn't that right, Zagreus?
You have a terrifyingly...
After all, I'm the only one in the world who knows you're still alive. To make sure you survive the Titan trial, I had to... If you want to keep that lie from falling apart, you'd better keep playing your part in the days ahead.
Even if it weren't for saving my worthless little life, I'd still walk through fire.
You may have been reduced to this form, but you still haven't lost your way with words.
Speaking of which, Cypher, you're not taking that wicked woman. Life's been pretty great lately. Why did...
Honestly, I've been thinking. Maybe a trip back now wouldn't be too bad.
You're back again, Cyphera. Your face.
I need clothes. Anything. Just throw me something. A piece of cloth will do. I will pay back the amount.
You...
Yes. What about... So what if I'm one of those Chrysosairs they talk about? Those infinitely strong heroes.
Cyphera.
Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint.
Stop it, Cyphera. I'll give you clothes. Stay here. Stay in my...
Aren't you going to ask me? Right. What's the use?
I don't need to ask. Nor do I need to use the golden thread. Stay here. You won't have to deal...
Aren't you worried I'll ruin this place's reputation?
I wouldn't have invited you if I were...
You're weird, seamstress. You know, I've tried not to become a liar. But what makes you think I won't?
Because I can feel it. Not with the power of a demigod. That's why you keep coming by, but also why you hesitate to stay longer. You worry you'll tarnish the Gold Weaver name. After taking over Nestia's divine authority, I became used to letting the golden thread distinguish sincerity from falsehood. However, the mission I need to complete requires me to learn to trust and rely on my heart. Cyphera, you're an honest thing I've given to this world. And also a challenge the world has given. Stay here.
You've got a way of talking. All right. Let's make it a deal. You have 1 day to change your mind. Once the action hour passes...
Pressure. From what I know, these stories are true. The kindness we know today. Objectively, the rise of the Cleaners was both inevitable and necessary. Even in these crumbling end times, they are to ask the vested interests to abandon their status, wealth, and ambitions in this...
There you are, Lord Donghung. We couldn't reach you on the teleslate. You pests crawling in the shadows, back off. You've played your hand. Run while you still can. Stay away from Akama forever, because Aglaya is dead. And in the eyes of the Holy City citizens...
Looks like...
She? Are you talking about...
Well, she thought you were weak. She believed that he...
Misinterpreting mercy for weakness shows how arrogant and foolish your master... They're still alive. With proper care, they'll pull... But I must warn you. I haven't fought a human in ages. If you feel as lucky as they are, try me.
Finon is seriously a...
Get out of here. Don't show your face around us again.
I've said it more than once, Lord Finan. We came only to ensure you weren't. While you were unaware, we already accomplished our mission, so Lord Finan.
Are you?
I'm fine. Probably a desperate gamble. If the conspiracy is exposed, they'll be hunted down. My teleslate. Aglaia, blasted. But how? Stay calm.
Finan, what should we do now?
Stay on course. I'll contact Tree. I won't be merciful this time.
Cartonis? I haven't seen you wield the hammer.
You, Aglaia, in this form, you come.
That's right. At this moment, my physical form is already shattered. My journey, it's time to fulfill our pact.
Of course.
The thing I entrusted to you,
Far too plain this vessel is.
I insist. Over the past 1,000 years, every piece of this ornament stands apart. It was a gift from
How to say goodbye to everyone.
I'm afraid there's no such detailed plan at this time. The moment has come. My departure will give them one less thing to worry about. This part...
Invented for the Titans, Kremnos' soul-forging technology was. Is that what you...
You have confirmed this with me repeatedly. Condense my divinity into this ornament. In my...
Selfless envy that child. There's no need to. Already
Your praise, please. Take me through the last tempering.
The city is silent. The news is probably spread by now. I hope so. I just can't. This is all part of a larger plan. Let's... Dan came back before us. Well, don't worry, Lord Krateros.
Regrettably, no eyewitnesses only.
It's fine.
Eyewitnesses at the Memorial Palace.
Oh, God.
She showed no signs of life by the time they were too afraid to jump to conclusions. She was pierced through the heart by a uniquely crafted...
No. That the ones who appeared in the Grove and those who confronted Dan Heng in the Abyss they didn't have any reason, nor the...
I'll stay here to lead the guards, and also Miss Hyacinth.
Thank you. The baths are empty. Hyacinth.
You're back. I'm fine. It's great that you could come back so quickly. Not well. I tried to treat declaring her death. Lord Finan.
What I've lost is a mentor, and you should rest, Hyacinth.
Okay.
Next, we should visit Lady Treby.
Snowy. Little Gray.
Lady Treby.
Snowy, don't. You went to the grove to prepare yourself for the threats to Og. We were always by Aggie's side. She knew she wouldn't see the end if the flame chased her.
I know what Aglaya expected of me. Right now, the last thing Akuma needs is a leader.
The scroll over there was entrusted to us, I think.
Finan, my humble student, my trusted colleague. As I write this, you are locked in a battle of words with the Council of Elders, fighting for the survival of the flame. I deeply regret and feel guilty for hastily pushing you and the Trailblazer into the debate. But please forgive me. At that moment, I could not afford to show any sign of weakness before you. I considered the debate a routine affair, assuming I could win merely with the support and experience we'd accumulated over centuries. But the trap was likely set by the debater Calictus. He had prepared a severed golden thread in advance, revealing it to the public when Kindness was faltering in the debate. He claimed I was reading everyone's thoughts with the golden thread to cheat in the debate. I could have countered that low tactic in 100 ways. But my words slipped out before I could. With deceitful scoundrels like you in the crowd, I have no choice but to rely on the golden thread to keep watch over everything in this holy city. You can imagine the reaction that comment provoked. At that moment, I felt the divinity in this body might be eternal. But that is not the essence of me. I am a daughter of humanity. Realizing that my humanity was fading, I began to plan my exit. What kind of departure would not waste such a belated death? But I knew I couldn't simply fade away in my sleep like anyone else. The serpents have always lurked in the darkness. If my departure were to be calm and uneventful, it would only lead. I must feign weakness deliberately to make those serpents lose patience and act rashly. Just as they think they've struck and sunk their fangs into my heels, that the blaze soaring into the sky might sow fear and confusion. You're not perfect, Finan. I've witnessed your confusion, recklessness, and deep sensitivity. Yet, in your way, you are perfect. That might be what sets our Sky Father Kefili apart from other deities. They recognize the imperfections in their creations, yet still choose to shine their light on them. Finan,
While you zealously pursued strife, believing it to be your destined path, from the very beginning, my thoughts have never changed. You are the destined world-bearer of Emporius. The gate, go. Complete the flame-chased journey of the prophecy. I will be waiting at the end of the West Wind, looking forward to the miracle.
Aglaya, how could I possibly... Donhong, can you please deliver a message to Lord Krateros? Have him gather the Holy City guards. Urge everyone who has concerns about the Holy City's future. Thank you. It's been a harrowing day for everyone. Please make sure to Cortonas, what brings you to Marmorio Palace? I planned to get everything settled before coming to see you.
How are you holding up? I wanted to see. Better than I expected, you seem.
There's no room for doubt anymore. It's time to take...
Right. Your assessment is... no.
Is this it?
Dawnmaker. Before dawn, prepare for battle. For tomorrow, wield your sword.
Unbelievable. You've never seen that black-clad sword, Master. You've recreated this so precise.
Precise, your description. Imbued it with the power of dawn I already have. Wield it. May try.
Thank you, Cortona.
Another thing there is.
What's this?
Stored here. This was her commission.
Can she still hear us?
It's difficult to confirm in this way. She wanted to be with you. Always.
I understand. Let me... May this world... But when the world dashed her hopes and fell into disarray,
how will the Holy City continue without Lady...
Look! Lord Finan is here.
Will he step up to lead Akama?
not long ago, I spoke. I wrestled with every word, searching for the right... In the end, I remembered a lesson from one of my teachers. In battles where I followed his strategy, I painted my opponents as nothing more. The strategy worked. I secured enough votes to achieve my goal, but afterward, there wasn't even a flicker of joy. I realized that apparent victory masked a deeper failure. In my pursuit of success, I fueled division and strayed far from my very purpose that led me. This journey was supposed to unify, not divide. To strengthen us, not weaken us. It was the gold thread that mended our rifts in the past. Some saw it as a means of surveillance, a tool of control. Now she is gone. Yes, as you have heard, the demigod Aglaya, who guarded the holy city for a millennium, has indeed.
Who murdered Lady Goldweave?
Find the murderer!
I felt the same. I wanted to stand here beside you, to condemn the sinners, to discuss retribution. But my perspective has changed. The golden threads that once bound this city have unraveled. Yet no one is celebrating their free. Deep down, we all know the last safeguard against the harm we may do to each other is gone.
Finon has a way with words. Oh, all right.
The flame chase journey is nearing its end. Before I rise to the skies, I challenge you. Cast out the shadows and malice within your hearts. Let me bear witness. Even without the divine authority of romance, Akuma will remain a sanctuary in these end times. A place of better
people!
Better people! Better people! Better people! Better people!
I appreciate your willingness to accept the challenge. You have worked to bear the burden of creation. I need only to give one thing. It's a gift she once gave me without hesitation, and now I share it with each of you. There's still a long way to go before Amphorius is reborn. But we will not forget the past as we move forward. Allow me this moment. I want to borrow a few minutes of your time to commemorate a demigod who protected the holy city. She was Akuma's dressmaker, the leader of the Chrysos heirs, the Gold Weaver, Aglaya, and her greatest feat was being a selfless.
Singing sounds so familiar. That's our song, and Snowy used to love it.
Yes, Lady Trian. Your songs always dispelled the clouds in my heart. Even if for just...
Snowy was so cute and kind when he was little. Now...
Time spares no one.
Don't mention it. Your light is as bright as ever. Keep it...
Goodbye.
I heard what you said. Are you suggesting the debate tactics I've taught you are nothing but sleight of hand?
Not at all, Professor Anaxa. Honestly.
Good thing your head's the Chrysos heir of Kefali. I had no idea you had it in you while I was drilling those formulas in your head in class.
Who could have thought, Professor? By the way, I've completely...
Some things never change.
Goodbye, Professor. Miss Castros, aren't you going to say something?
Lord Finan, you have always been so approachable. Ever since we first met, you've seen me as a friend. But that's...
Danger.
Laughing and chatting with you, I sometimes forget who I am. And for someone with my kind of power, that's a real hazard.
I hadn't thought of it that way. Sorry.
Please, no apologies. Despite everything, thinking back on the times we spent together makes me really happy.
I feel the same.
Goodbye. Fine.
Goodbye, Gaster. Aglaya.
Remember, Finan, after completing the flame chase, leave the decision to initiate the miracle of Genesis to the Amphorians. The Chrysos heirs are the executors of the prophecy, yet they...
Rest assured, the difference between a presumptuous hero...
Well said. You've got a good...
It's late. Anything else?
Anything else? Even in your imagination, I'm not one to show my vulnerable side.
No worries. Thank you for bringing me.
Maybe what I wanted to save wasn't you, child, but this crumbling world. Goodbye, Finan.
Goodbye.
Did you forget me?
Forget you. Like I'd ever. We aren't parting ways forever. You're just off to guard the gates at Castrum Kremnos.
You know, just... I have a feeling we'll meet again in this lifetime. Let's have another showdown then.
That's very confident of you. I've changed since then.
A bold statement for a mere mortal who hasn't yet claimed the power of a time. See you around. Finan of Aides Elysiae.
It's a date, Mighty-Mos.
What a poignant, yet splendid journey, and it's still not over yet.
Yes, Cyrene.
I was right. In the end, you did become...
A lot has changed while you were away. I'm not the same person I used to be.
But to me, you've never changed at all, Finan.
Dawn Cloud. This place... I remember you could see the Goldweaver sign from here. Although, but... my eyes aren't what they used to be 1,000 years.
Cyphera, you...
Seamstress. Does Akama have any treasures so rare that not even you...
Of course it has. I heard there's a gem of all worlds hidden somewhere. It's truly a priceless treasure, being a part of Kefali's divine body.
Gem of all worlds. Nice! Got it. Well, please keep looking after the shop while I...
Let me guess. You're probably already plotting to sneak into... And your next move is probably trying to sell it to the highest bidder.
Look, Seamstress. Are you
You might be skilled at covering up lies, but you... Don't lie to yourself.
What else am I supposed to do? You keep talking about how I have the potential to become a good... I don't know what I need to do to get there! I can't weave golden dresses like you! I can't sing as well as Miss Hyceelens! And I definitely don't know as much as Big Sis Treby! The only things I'm good at are the underhanded street smarts, but I still want to be...
I know, Cyphera. You are justified in your anger. Destiny is never fair. And your path is doomed to be even worse than everyone else's. You are fated, but you have to believe that everyone in this world is unique in their own way. I am convinced that you're the only one who can bear the authority of trickery, even if you have to contend with the legendary 300 master thieves of Dolos.
I just want everyone to believe that the world is... Would that lie become reality? If enough people...
Lies will always... But sometimes...
Are you really planning to just stand there forever?
I never thought I could slip past your sharp ear.
Still as charming with your words as ever, boy. Your speech at the public baths was...
Thank you. I had a feeling back then that you were in the audience.
Oh, and you didn't call me out on the spot.
Well, I thought you'd need some time to yourself. After...
None of your business. Enough small talk. Tell me.
We've only met a couple of times. Aware that Aglaya has earned the support of the entire city for the Chrysos heirs. Everyone believed, but they didn't get everybody. To this day, we still haven't found
I see. You're afraid she'll do something wild now that she's...
Yes. I believe that Kefali's core flame, forever enshrined above the Council Theater, would be the opposition's final. We're setting out to campaign against Aquila in a few days. With the Chrysos...
You think those desperate dogs will try to snatch the core? So, you want me to give them a nice long...
You sure saw right through me, Miss Cypher. I know exactly what... I have only one request.
Uh-huh. Hey, Deliverer. Do you honestly think that there's no way I'll... Do you even have any plan Bs if I decide to nope out on this?
As the demigod of trickery, there are no other trump cards in the world that can outrank you.
What confidence. You talk as if you have everything in the palm of your hand. Huh. Then let me tell you something you don't know. The Flame Reaver.
You mean...
Bet you didn't expect that, huh? I've been tracking them all this time. And that lunatic may have lost their mind. But they're no fool.
Professor Anaxa once analyzed this. He thought it was probably because Kefali's core flame was protected.
Ha! Sacred Art's my foot! I could break those Allow me to let you in on the actual secret. They probably held off from attacking us now that she's gone. And you're heading off to the Eye of Twilight. With the city's...
What a dangerous situation we find ourselves in. But since you're the one who brought it up, I'm guessing...
Just look how ridiculously calm you are, right? But you guessed it right. Consider this a 2-for-1 deal. I'll keep that lunatic entertained on top of protecting Kefali's core.
You have my deepest gratitude.
Don't forget, Deliverer. There's a fundamental truth in this world. Cyphera will always get the last laugh. No need to worry about it. Need to make sure you don't die before you pay me.
I've been trying to stay away from here since the Black Tide destroyed the grove. But the wind keeps pulling me back. I know, little Ika. I know. I too, but we have an even more important mission this time round. You're right. At least I can still afford to get lost in thought once in a while. Oh, ancestors. Please wait for just a bit longer. This was where Professor Anaxa... I can still see that day
And that was your last lesson in the Grove. Now, each of you will head off on your own. However, heed this warning. If you ever do anything
Professor Anaxa, there are still other classes scheduled on the calendar. Are you sure you didn't...
Firstly, call me Professor Anaxagoras. Secondly, to clarify, the last lesson means the last lesson I will teach you. I will be entering seclusion from today onwards to research ancient alchemy. And all my teaching...
Ah, I see. So you're saying that the lessons taught by all the other teachers aren't good enough to be considered lessons?
All you do every day is wag that sharp tongue of yours. That's a credit deduction. Fine enough. I have nothing left to say.
Please wait, Professor. According to the Grove's protocols for a cohort's final class, the lecturer should take some time in that lesson to discuss the students. Surely you can't skip such a crucial step, Professor.
The teaching assistant, Miss Hyacinth, is...
Fine. Since some of you are so eager to speak, why don't we start with...
Me? Well, it's not exactly an aspiration, but the only thing I want to do is to protect...
I see. So you want to be a hero? How boring.
I didn't say...
Castorus, you've been giggling...
Perhaps my answer is a bit vague and meaningless, Professor. I hope the world can be freed from the agony of death.
How naive. So naive that it makes me want to weep for your fairy tale. See, this is why I don't want to follow those, since you suggested this whole process.
So it's finally my good thing I came prepared. My aspiration aspiration is nothing less than completing the final blank page at the end of the hero's epic.
Blank page? An interesting description.
I've read all of Amphorius's heroic epics while studying at the Grove, and a common thread came to my attention. Almost every epic ends with a description of the hero's achievements. But few mention how
So you're saying that instead of...
Perhaps I'm influenced by my background. My ancestor, her story is told to every child. What about the Day Thunder Knight's family? Her brilliance? And that's why I'm glad that my era does not lack heroes. All my ancestors had was a sad past. But I have a future I want to protect. Instead of becoming a hero and ushering in a golden deluge to baptize the world anew, I want to stay in the backline and save. I wish not to return to the sky, but to walk among the masses on Earth. I believe it's to include a footnote. I'm getting embarrassed from remembering how I said all that. But my beliefs have never changed. Now I really have a chance to stay behind the hero's front line. Danny, what are you doing here? You guessed it. To reach Aquala's realm in the sky, descendants of the Sky People must perform a bloodline ceremony. Summon the spirits of our ancestors. That's the only way for creatures on Earth to forge the Rainbow Bridge. Don't worry. Good right. Oh? Could it be that... No? Since we've already met up. That's the dependable express guard for you. The chromocopper is vibrating. There must be memories of an ancestor. This is the divine our ancestors did. Only after this can the chosen sky. Very prudent, the soul of an ant. I am Hyacinthia from the Twilight. The time has come, ancestor. Please.
Who?
It's I. You are.
I never imagined someone in this era. So, our bloodline...
Indeed, it has. For the Flame Chase journey is nearing its perfect conclusion. And which...
Perfect conclusion? Hyacinthia, you look very... How can you convince me that this
1,000 years ago, Celiosi, who conquered the skies, left behind legends and a will. Entrusting, though I'm not a warrior, I will not turn away from the mission that is and I am not fighting alone. I have the strongest and most Amphorius is in an era brimming with heroes. The burden of retrieving Aquala's... I now wield the power of healing. I aim to mend the fissures in the sky and heal the wounds of... I desire to define the mission of the Skyfolk in my own terms.
I sense resilience in your words. Not an outward resilience, but receive my blessings, young Hyacinthia. May you gain wings to return to the sky via the Bridge of Rainbows.
Thank you for your trust, Lord Crispus. We won't let you down. Thank you. My ancestors were all pretty strong-willed people. It won't be easy convincing them. I've run through these upcoming conversations in my head more times than I can count. Now, the next ancestor on the list. Her spirit is said to rest in the vortex of Genesis. A pity that the ceremony has to be performed in strict order. Shall we head back to Akama together, Danny? Oh, I remember. I didn't expect you to keep at it this long. That's so like you, Danny. That makes sense. Bagusa was always described as a fickle titan in the myths. Since you're offering, then let me put your skills to the test, Danny. Got it. I'm counting on you, Danny. The vortex of Genesis. But this does feel way more disorienting than the ritual basin. Wait, is Lady Treeby here too? And who is that next to her? Oh, I think I know who that is.
Do you have to go already, Saifi? It's been ages since you were last in Akama. You could have taken some time to rest, and we could have caught up.
That's all right, big sister Treeby. I've gotten used to life on the road. Staying in this bustling city actually feels off. Besides, your prize student gave me an incredibly tough mission to handle.
Cut Snowy some slack, Saifi. He's still so young, yet he's shouldering all the responsibilities Aggie left behind. Besides, Snowy's not the kind to ask for help lightly. Since he came to you, it means you're the best person for the job.
You really spoil him, big sis Treeby.
Guess I'm past the age for someone to look after me.
Saifi.
Just kidding. I get it. That deliverer boy does have a certain charisma about him. It reminds me of Aglaya in her prime. Anyway, I'm about to head out. Oh, big sis Treeby, before I go, got a little gift for you.
Well, didn't expect you to be so thoughtful. What's in it?
That's a part of the game, too. If you want to see the full picture of what's inside, you'll have to wait until nightfall.
A gift with a mysterious twist? Seriously?
Huh? Looks like we have company.
Lady Treby, and this graceful lady must be Miss Cypher. I'm Hyacinthia from the Twilight Courtyard. Everyone calls me Hyacinth. Pleased to meet you.
Bright and cheery as a lamp. Well, hello there, pink child. I'm Cyphera from the long-fallen city-state of Dolos. As for the rest, it's all in the history books, so I don't need to repeat it here. So, you're from the Twilight Courtyard. Does that mean...
Yes, I'm a descendant of the Sky People, the Chrysos heir about to take over the authority of Sky.
Whoa! That's unexpected. I figured Celiosi's descendant would be, I don't know, taller, stronger.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Syphe. Cinny is a master of her craft. She's the most skilled and dependable physician in all of Amphorius.
Don't worry, Lady Cypher. I may not be as strong and warlike as Lady Celiosi from 1,000 years ago, but I'm confident I can carry out the mission of the Skyfolk.
All this talk about missions, you're making it sound way too serious. You've got to look out for yourself, girl. Don't push yourself too hard. I'd hate to see that cute face all scratched out by Aquila's claws.
Syphe cracking jokes? Looks like you haven't forgotten what Aggie said all those years ago.
Anyway, I've got a mission to handle, so I'll get going. Good luck, Miss Hyacinth. And if things get tough, just let that deliverer take the lead.
Miss Cypher is in such a hurry.
Don't worry, she's always been like that. It's good to have her back in Akama lending a hand. Oh, well, enough about her for now. You're here because of your mission, aren't you? It's the perfect opportunity for me to go and tuck Syphe's gift away somewhere safe. The Vortex of Genesis is all yours.
I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame. Ancestor.
Child, what brings you before me? Could it be you're a descendant of the Sky People?
Yes, I am Hyacinthia of the Twilight Courtyard, the successor of the Sky People's flame chase duty. You must be Gem Electra. Legend has it that during the Chrysos War, you led our people to ally with Akama and held back the Kremnoan forces. It was your victory that earned the Sky People a place in the Holy City.
Hyacinthia, you seem well versed in our clan's history. And this is the Vortex of
It is. Look, 10 stars have already been lit. The Chrysos...
Are those the core flames of Fagusa and Giorios? Does that mean Hycelans and the Mountain Dwellers successfully carried out their duty? As fellow pillars of Amphorius, who would have thought that Sky's duty could only be fulfilled after 1,000 years?
It's because Sky shelters all beneath it. If it were to shatter, the world would fall.
Aglaya? Is she...
Unfortunately, she has recently left us.
Incredible. That girl actually... Answer me, Hyacinthia. Since you recognize me,
Every record regarding my lineage is etched in my memory, including your words.
in that case, you're probably aware of the prophecy I sought from a certain Trebios.
Yes. At the end of the Rainbow Bridge, the Sky Folk will mend dusk and dawn. But unfortunately, no ancestor has ever been able to truly decipher its meaning.
I see. Yet, Trebios' prophecies never fail. Perhaps you'll be the one to witness its fulfillment, child. May the prophecy lead you to a gentle fate.
Thank you, Lady Ektra. Whatever fate the prophecy holds, I'll face it head on. It's only by giving everything we have that we can truly accept any outcome with a smile. Won't you agree?
I like you, child. I wish this conversation could go on a little longer. Take my blessing, Hyacinthia. When I first saw you, I indeed had my doubts. But your resolve has touched me. If Sky's divinity is fated to pass on, I hope it incorporates your optimism and kindness.
Your blessing is a treasure beyond measure, General. Rest well. I'll make sure your gift is put to its best use. General Ektra is so different from how the records described her. She's quite a gentle person. All right, time to head back to the Grove. I shouldn't keep Danny and little Ika waiting. It went great. What's wrong, Danny? You've always been a bit of a sensitive soul, haven't you, Danny? Lady Trina deciphers countless prophecies every day, and this one's just another among many. Don't worry too much about it. Come on, Danny. Don't look so gloomy. We're gonna have to take a long trip for the final visit to the ancestors. Our final stop is Lord Mighty's home, Castrum. We're here. Lord Mighty has been fighting the Black Tide here, alone. That means he hasn't been consumed by the Black. We're here to complete an important mission. There. That sleep. Yes. My grandmother just said she fought her way through every challenge and reached the final stage of the Kremnos Festival. She was just one step away from securing a peace. I've never looked too deeply into the details of such ritualistic, but behind the glorious duel was a tragic end. Her death marked the final collapse of the Twilight Courtyard. Already. Seeing him lying there, but when I heard Lord Kratos took that fatal blow to protect, to quote Lord Finan, Kratos must have done that too. You're getting better at this, Danny. In her final diary entry, my grandmother wrote, that when the moment of destiny comes, I wonder what you'd think. I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame. Ancestor, please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
Is this... Wait.
Grandmother?
Hyacinthia. I have never imagined this. I can't even experience the joy of...
Do you remember that you and Father took me to my... Back then, you wanted me to pick one accessory out of 4. The sun crown representing nobility, the storm bracelet symbolizing strength, the ice ring embodying wisdom, and the radiant pendant signifying kindness. Grandmother, do you remember the one I chose?
You spoke an innocent little prayer, infusing a faint thread of light to that modest pendant.
Yes, and I remember how surprised you were. In all those centuries, no other child of the Sky People had ever made the same choice I did.
Hyacinthia, there was a time when I thought you were a timid child. You never had much interest in swords or battle and had no relation to that fiery determination and strength in our blood. Yet I've told myself, that's not a bad thing. If my hummingbird could live her life in kindness and optimism, then it'd be a good thing. I never thought the burden of retrieving the core flame of Aquila would fall to you.
Don't worry about me, Grandmother. I believe what makes someone a Skyfolk isn't just outstanding strength, but the capacity to shape the world. When the world cried out for a hero to challenge the gods 1,000 years ago, Zeliosi stepped forward and began the flame-chasing era. And now, as the flame chase journey nears its end, this broken world is crying out for something else. Healing. Isn't it poetic? A saga that spans 1,000 years, began with Sky, and will also end with Sky.
You're still as optimistic as ever, just like when you were a kid. If your mind is set, Hyacinthia, then carry your resolve through to the very end. Return to the sky with my blessing, and watch over this world on the threshold of salvation.
Grandmother, thank you. But I have one last request.
Speak, Hyacinthia. We should still have some time.
Before you go, could you tell me the tale of the Sky Hero once more? Just like you used to.
Then listen closely, my dearest hummingbird. After all, this will be the last time. For millennia, the Titans waged relentless wars, leaving the world scarred and ravaged. A century of the Chrysos War plunged the nations into chaos and decay. Until a spear, fueled by mortal rage, pierced through the smoke and flames that buried the prophecy of deliverance. Aquila, the celestial shaper, the 100-eyed divine bird crowned with the blazing sun and wielding thunder. Those struck blind in 99 eyes by Nikador, they kept one eye glaring at the children of Twilight who received divine blessing, yet turned their weapons against the gods. The Chrysos, heir of the sky, Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, ascended the forbidden lands of the Eye of Twilight at dusk, clad in wings. To her left was the lion-headed Solipus the Sunlit Wings, whose roars breathed divine flames and scorched the world. To her right was the horse-bodied Lunibus, the Moonlit Plume, whose graceful steps trampled the stars in the heavens. The one warrior and her two beasts challenged the ruler of the sky, determined to seize the divine core flame through plunder. The Titans' every roar summoned lightning bolts, and their every movement stirred cyclones. The wounded Titan's blood poured down like boiling rain upon the world and converged into scalding torrents. In the final moments of battle, the Sunlit Wings set the Titan's wings aflame, while the Moonlit Plume sealed the divine body. The battered hero of the sky, with her wings broken and her body covered in wounds, struggled to lift her spear and pierced the last monstrous eye. The Titan's divine body crashed to the ground, and with it, the sky tore apart like fabric, about to fall with its god. The fear and pleas of mortals urged the hero of the sky to rise again. Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, the first of the Chrysos heirs to slay a god in this world, charged into the crumbling body of Aquila with her two fearless winged companions. She merged with the Titan, holding up the sky once more, only to leave behind a powerful message for the world. My descendants will be blessed and cross the Rainbow Bridge back to the sky. At the end of the prophecy of Genesis, they will reclaim the core flame from my hands.
Today's the day.
Wow, I didn't expect it to be so lively up here. Are these people here to send off the Chrysos heirs?
There's Finan. Let's go talk to him.
I know this is a big ask, Namazune. I hope you understand.
Please don't say that, Lord Finan. It's an honor for us to be entrusted with this task.
Go then. Let's hope our concerns don't come true.
I hope you all return safely, my lord.
you are, partner. You didn't oversleep this time, did you?
You like calling me that, don't you? Oh, well, I've embraced it now. It doesn't even faze me anymore.
Ready, comrade? If all goes according to plan, this could be the last battle where we fight at each other. If the curse separating Amphorius from the world beyond the sky is truly Aquila's doing, then you'll be able to return home after their fall. That would be a problem. We'll need to get you home before Aranova. Let's leave the emotional goodbyes for later. That'll give us some time to figure out what we should be feeling at that time. Besides, that bumping seal game, didn't you teach me something back then? Crack the champagne at halftime to watch victory slip away. The last mile is the hardest. That's from Dan Heng. Same principle, just more elegantly put.
Hey, speaking of Dan Heng, where is he?
He arrived before everyone else and climbed to the cliff top to wait for us. He's probably not keen on being the center of attention.
Lord Finan, please make sure you all come back safely.
Please defeat the indifferent Eye of Twilight and restore a compassionate sky to Amphorius.
Thank you all for your blessings. Rest assured, we're fully prepared. But I'm not the main attraction today. Please don't hesitate to cheer for Miss Hyacinth when she arrives.
Miss Hyacinth, the chosen daughter of the sky, the pride of the Twilight Courtyard.
She's not just the pride of Akuma, but all of Amphorius as well. And furthermore, while the Flame Chase journey is led by the Chrysos heirs, it's not just those chosen by Aglaia who contributed to it. Let's extend our gratitude to the 2 warriors of the Outlands who bravely stepped up and risked their lives for those they've never met.
Hero, your saga will be chronicled in epics and celebrated across the New World.
Warrior from the Outlands, endowed with the might of Orynyx, the vanguard of deliverance.
After all this time, you should know when I'm just being polite and when I'm genuinely speaking from the heart. That praise was heartfelt, partner. Had I not trusted my instincts and put my faith in you and Dan Heng, it's hard to... The guest of honor has arrived.
People of Akuma, I've been blessed by the ancestors of the Sky People. They have agreed to bestow the 1,000-year mission to me, and to have me claim the core flame of Aquila. Today is the year 4932 of the Light Calendar. 1,062 years since the hero Seleuci initiated the Flame Chase journey. I, Hyacinthia of the Sky People, am prepared to lead the children of humanity back to the sky.
History doesn't breathe evenly. At times, it suspends its breath for millennia, as though time is frozen. At other times, it pants rapidly, as if poised to topple the world and our civilization in an instant. Its hurried gasps have sparked a tempest, sweeping all of us along. Hyacinth, as an observer, you've witnessed the return of 4 core flames. And now, it's your turn to fulfill your duty. Please, guide us into the heart of the storm as the executioner of this mission.
Splendid gods once walked the paths we walk.
To be immortalized.
They'll surely seize the
Thanks for waiting, Dan Heng. The team tasked with conquering Aquila has finally assembled. So full of energy, comrades. Seems I chose the perfect day. Hyacinth, it's all yours now.
Legend tells of the Skyfolk once divided into many tribes. The Sun Folk worshipped the sun. The Rain Folk were devoted to storms. And the Winter Folk waited for signs in the snow. Our ancestors lived under Aquila's light. Yet they were blinded to all but one color. They forgot that the light that illuminates the world is made of countless different colors. That's why the rainbow is my favorite. For not only does it reflect the many colors, it is also a bridge. And I want to use the Rainbow Bridge to link everyone's hearts and give hope to every soul on Earth. Ancestors, with the rainbow as your guide, lead me back to the home of the Skyfolk, a land we have not seen for 1,000. Oh, Rainbow Bridge, please guide us to ascend to the skies once more. Friends, let us soar together.
Flying along the Rainbow Bridge is truly an... It's the legendary Sky Fortress of Aquila.
My ancestors once built a magnificent civilization among the heavens. This must be where the hero Seliosi stood. We are here to end the journey she began. Yes, what we must do will...
According to historical records, the civilization that worshipped Aquila once mastered advanced technology, which made their strategically located Sky Castrum the only force that could face Castrum Cremno, but they were divided within.
Apparently, the division was between the two most... in Seliosi's frustration towards the... After driving the enraged Titan, yet she still could not end Aquila, nor bring back the core flame of Sky. Some say...
In other words, she became one with the Titan. I would have... As that Titan... and that fused hero.
It's been so long. Maybe the Eye of Twilight has already turned into ruins.
Something's not right. I can kind of feel how big and...
Maybe it's the Sky City believes that mural to be connected to Ampho. The mural would reflect Aquila's shifting mood, like clear skies, fog. To put it in words that Gray and Danny would understand. In any case, that really conspicuous device might be part of the ritual. I have no idea how to turn it on. That's it.
Got it! Feel the flow of time. Over there. And over there. Done!
I knew you could do it, Memi.
Arrogant sunfolk. But Aquila. You that shaped the sky. The Sunborn see your behavior as an act of favoritism towards them. And what the Rainfolk will not suffer in silence. May the Eye of Twilight...
Avoid the pursuit. Aquila doesn't like rainstorms.
The great Aquila has already left. The god's choice is clear. Only we... May the Eye of Twilight never close!
Left a mark among... Is this referring to the celestial mural? But we can't see it. It is, as the rumors said. The Sky Castrum was far from united.
My guess was right. This venue is indeed where celestial rituals were performed. Memi?
No problem at all. Here goes. There we are.
Wind, snow, Rain, shine. In the name of the sky's 100 eyes, I bring celestial the turn of dawn and dusk. Awaken.
Stop, foolish cloud! How dare you tamper with the celestial globe and distort the weather?
The Titan bequeathed the celestial globe to our ancestors, so that we could divide the light and dark equally between day and night. But the Sunborn have asserted control over the celestial mural. And now the
The land? It is how can storm clouds and rain, unloved by Aquila, lead the sky folk to Your character is as weak as your faith. Go see. You. What are you trying to do?
Fanatics whose minds have been by Aquila above.
The brutal internal strife is sad to see.
The proud Sunfolk saw themselves as divinely chosen.
No matter the era, conflict among humans is destined to persist. Having witnessed the actions of Kindness and the Cleaners, it isn't so hard to understand this piece of history. There's nothing but
Hero Seliosi. Perhaps I can
one step at a time.
Yes, I already memorized it. Wind, snow, in the name of the sky's 100 eye, the turn of dawn and dusk, commanding the celestial globe. Awaken, celestial!
Golden clouds, blazing. What a breathtaking. How chilling. I remember the Rainfolk mentioned the Titan dislikes overcast days. We might be able to use this to our advantage and change how the mark is behaving.
Don't worry. The mural probably lost its original function ages ago. Alchemist like, that being said, there's no power in this device anymore. We have to find another celestial globe if we want to change. There! That's a west wind compass of the Twilight Courtyard. We can use it to create a miniature rainbow bridge to walk on. Technology passed down from the Golden Age is finally proving useful.